What is good? What is good, everybody? It's your boy Cam. Your boy Cam is officially back on the podcast. I truly apologize. I have not been podcasting for the past almost about 2.5 weeks. I just really needed a break. I mean, yes, I was very intense last time I did my podcast because I was just so sick of the Caitlin Clark hate, the targeting, everybody's been doing towards her. I might be a Fever fan, but I just love watching Caitlin Clark play, and she's just not getting treated right by the WNBA. But before I get going to that, I'm saying all that for last. I want to talk about from yesterday's game for the Dallas Wings. Well, the Dallas Wings on a 6-game winning streak as they beat the Los Angeles Sparks by 8 points. And like I said, the Sparks aren't a bad team. They're competing. They just don't got Kelsey Plum right now. And Cameron Brink just had her first game back, and she's on minutes restriction after she ended up having a very serious ankle injury. But let's take a look at the stats for the yesterday's game from the Wings. Jessica Shepard finished with 11 points. Awakuir only played 9 minutes and finishing with 4. Arike Buwali has been consistent for the past 3 games, finishing with 20 points. And Paige Buckers finished with 25, but Paige Buckers had a serious injury after colliding with Anika Umake. But glad to see them two okay. Paige was able to walk to the locker room on her own. She ended up hurting her knee, but she's still feeling soreness right now. And actually, the Wings are playing tonight. They're playing back-to-back against the New York Liberty. They didn't get to play them on Thursday night at home because the Liberty decided to leave the day before they were playing the Wings, and there was having some mechanical issues, and that was unfortunate. But gotta be safe than sorry. But I honestly felt like they could have left maybe like 2 or 3 days before. I don't know what happened, so I wasn't there. So back to it with stats. So AC Flood finished with 11 points. And Odyssey Sims finished with 7 points, and good to see her back. Lee Rook finished with 4. And Isaiah James finishing with 5. And then Maddie Secrets finished with 3. So Alana Smith has got hurt again. That's why I don't think she hasn't been doing so well offensively, because she's been injured so much this year ever since she came to Dallas. First, she broke her nose. And that affected her, and then she ended up having concussion, and now she's dealing with a leg contusion right now in her leg. And hopefully we see Alana Smith back on the floor soon. I wouldn't personally trade her, even though she hasn't been scoring well. She's one of our best defensive players on our team, and she got co-defensive player of the year time with Asia Wilson. That's why I would keep Alana Smith. I would definitely keep her going into for the rest of the season and going into the next season. We definitely have to keep her, man. And let's just take a look at the schedule for that's coming up. Okay, here we go. Okay, so as you see, tonight we play the Liberty at 7 o'clock. This is our makeup game from Thursday. We didn't get to play. If you look at the percentage, they've picking us. We have a lower chance to win against the Liberty. Well, I still think we can win this game, but again, it won't be easy. The Liberty, I still think New York Liberty is a dangerous team. They just haven't been healthy this year. I think once they have their whole team together, they'll be still be a dangerous team. They could still be top contenders. But they did get their ass kicked by the Indiana Fever the other night when I watched them on Saturday night. And they had a 13-point lead over the Indiana Fever. But still ended up losing the game, ended up getting beat by 20 points. It's like, man. It's tough to play in Indiana. It's real tough to play there. But good thing we was able to beat them in Indiana. But again, I still think that Indiana Fever are a pretty good team. And I think they're getting pretty close to being title contenders. Now they're starting to play well as a team. They're finally figured it out. But I still think they need to fire Stephanie White because I just don't think she coaches Caitlin Clark that well. I just don't think so. I think they have great athletes. I just don't think they have a great coach. That's just where I'm coming from. So, hey, it is what it is. But good thing our Dallas Wings are doing really good right now. But I won't be able to watch the game tonight because I'll be at work, and that's all right. But priorities come first for all of us at the end of the day. But I believe we'll win tonight, but it'll be tough to win back-to-back because the Liberty is pretty well rested. And good thing is the game was yesterday in the afternoon, and I felt like the Wings had a decent amount of time to rest for the night's game, and it should be a good one. It should be a good one. And I hate to see Paige not play tonight, but again, we have to be cautious with her. It's back-to-back. We don't want her to get injured even more. So, and the All-Star break is coming here, so I wouldn't be surprised they sit Paige out again this Wednesday night as they take on the Portland Fire. I think, honestly, I feel like they should rest her, get her ready for the All-Star game. So, good to see Paige be okay. She has been pretty healthy this year. And I think she's doing pretty good by staying healthy. So let's take a look at the schedule. So Wednesday night, next Wednesday, they take on Atlanta Dreams. So that should be a tough one. Atlanta Dreams still a dangerous team. They was on a 5-game losing streak, but they've been turning around. And then next Friday night, we go to Washington D.C., take on the Washington Mystics. That should be a good one. They're pretty tough. Next Sunday night, we take on the Connecticut Sun, and that should be a win. And then August 5th, we go back to Washington, D.C. to take on the Washington Mystics. It's not going to be easy beating somebody twice on the road. Then August 7th, we take on the Golden State Valkyries at the American Airlines Center. I cannot wait for that game because I'm so sick of the Golden State Valkyries winning so much, and they've won like 8 in a row, I believe. But they're one of the best defensive teams in the league right now. Do I think they're better than the Minnesota Lynx? No, they're not better than Minnesota. But they're definitely title contenders now. Ever since they've been on a hot streak, I think they could be a title contender to look out for once the playoffs get here. And then we go back to this is our final meeting of the season with the Minnesota Lynx at Minnesota, and we shall see. We shall see. I know we can win. We could probably go on a little good hot streak still. And again, it ain't gonna be easy, but we're gonna be all right, man. We're gonna be all right. And let's just take a look. We gotta take a look at the WNBA standings. As you see, of course, the Minnesota Lynx are now in first place. They're still in first. They're 20-6. The Valkyries are sitting in second place. They're now 19-7. Las Vegas Aces are 17-7. And the Dallas Wings are 17-8. This is a tight race. And then you got a two-way tie for fifth place between the Atlanta Dream and the Indiana Fever. If we were to finish third or fourth place, we're not going to get an easy first round matchup. I don't think anybody's going to get an easy first round matchup. Nobody will. Because honestly, this is the best competitive basketball I've seen in a while for the Dallas Wings as well. Almost everybody in the league is just that tough. It's just like, man, this is going to be interesting, especially when time the playoffs get here. If everybody's going to stay healthy. They have a good record. My concern is the Las Vegas Aces are 7-5 at home, but they're 10-2 on the road. That doesn't make any sense, man. You know what the worst part is? They got their ass kicked by the Indiana Fever twice on their home court. Do you know how embarrassing that is for them to get their ass kicked twice in a row on their home court? It's like, what? Even without Caitlin Clark, they still got their ass whooped, even though they didn't have Asia Wilson. But when Asia Wilson comes back and Caitlin Clark's playing, they still get their ass kicked. Well, I believe that was Asia Wilson's only second game back. I don't think she was 100% herself. She looked about 80%. I think once she's 100%, when they go to play them in Indiana, I think they could beat them on their home court. The Las Vegas Aces are they're very dangerous on the road, but at home, I don't know what's going on with them. How the hell are they 7-5 at home? It's like, bro, come on, man. I just don't know if they'll win the finals this year. I just don't know. The way that they're just playing at home this year is just, I don't know, bro. We just shall see what happens. But let's get into what's going on. Here's what's going on. Do you know what embarrassing's going on right now? Adam Silver had to get involved with the WNBA commissioner with Kathy Engelbert. He had to call her out because she only suspended Alyssa Thomas for one game for punching her fist into her throat. It's like, Kathy Engelbert, I don't know what her issue is. The league, it seems like the league is jealous of Caitlin Clark. Kathy Engelbert's jealous of Caitlin Clark. It's like when everybody else is getting like fouled on a reckless closeout, they go review it. But when Caitlin Clark gets hit for a reckless closeout, they don't call shit, man. Do you know how Do you know how frustrated that is? It's like, damn, Caitlin Clark is not getting treated by the league that well. It's so much. Caitlin Clark is about to become the face of the WNBA. And like a lot of people are just jealous of her. It's like, oh my goodness. This is just frustrating. That was the reason why I went off on my freaking last time doing my podcast, because I was so sick of the cheap shot. Everybody in the league is seriously taking cheap shots at her, trying to seriously injure Caitlin to make sure she doesn't play for a while. That's been going on for the past 3 seasons. I'm just done with it. I'm so sick of all the cheap shots going towards Caitlin. I'm so done, bro. Like, when is this gonna stop, man? I think this won't stop until the league does. Kathy Engelbert does something about it. After this season is over, they've got to fire Kathy Engelbert, because she's not doing anything to protect Caitlin Clark, but she obviously protects everybody else. It's like, you had no intention to suspend Alyssa Thomas after she put her fist on her throat like that? That's just wow. You know what the worst part is? The U.S. Congress sent a letter to Kathy Engelbert about how she's not protecting Caitlin Clark and everything. That's just embarrassing. The U.S. Congress got involved with the WNBA commissioner. That is embarrassing. And then what happened was, what's even crazier? Dan Patrick was supposed to interview Kathy Engelbert. Kathy Engelbert agreed to do an interview with him. You know what the crazy thing is? They waited for 2 hours for her to show up. She never showed up. You know what the worst part is? After 2 hours, they found out she wasn't coming to do the interview. She And you know what the crazy part is? The WNBA staff told her they don't think she should do it. No, she's got to do it. I mean, she got to do it. Everybody wants to know answers. Like, why is she not doing anything to protect Caitlin Clark? What is her deal? She needs to speak up. Like, the funny thing is, she went out there playing motherfucking golf. It's like, what? Just wow. Wow. Wow, bro. Wow. Just wow. That's embarrassing, man. I'm so disgusted with the WNBA right now. Just wow. Wow, man. I'm going to keep cool, man. I'm going to keep cool, bro. So, it's alright, bro. I got love for Caitlin Clark. I'm a big fan of her. I love her game. She's growing the league and changing the game of basketball. And a lot of girls in the league are just so jealous because she's bringing all the attention. And it's like, that's just sad. That's just sad, bro. But I want to talk about some Dallas Mavericks. The Dallas Mavericks made another trade yesterday morning. We have traded Ryan Nembhard to Atlanta Hawks for Zaccharie Rischaer in a 3-team deal. So that means Lou Dort was traded to Atlanta Hawks for 3 second-round picks. I don't know what to say about that. Why would the Thunder trade their best defensive player? I don't get it, man. Just at the end of the day, it's a business. That's just how it is. So basically, the Mavs got 3 number 1 draft picks. You got Kyrie, you got Zaccharie Rischaer, and you got Cooper Flag. And I think Kyrie is going to be a great mentor towards Zaccharie Rischaer. I think he's going to help him with his game. I think the Dallas Mavericks will be a better system for Zaccharie Rischaer. Yes, he averaged 12 points in his rookie year, and he ended up averaging 9 points going to his second year. I think, if he can get 13 or 14 points a game off the bench, I think we're going to be straight, man. We're going to be pretty decent going to next year. Are we playoff contenders? Can we be playoff contenders? Yes. Are we a championship contenders? Hell no. Hell no, bro. I don't think we're even going to be close to being title contenders. We're maybe a first round or second round exit. I'm just going to call where I see it going to next year if everybody's healthy. And we also know who we also made a trade for. Let's take a look who we also end up getting. We end up getting Santi Aldama, Marcus Sasser, and Chris Middleton end up going back to the Washington Wizards. And now he's going to be playing along with AJ DeBonsa, Anthony Davis, Alex Sarr. I think the Wizards are going to be a pretty good team, especially now they have Trae Young. I think the Wizards are going to do something this year. Are they playoff championship contenders? No. Hell no. 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 They're not even close to being championship contenders. But you know what Anthony Davis said? He gonna play all 82 games. Bro, you ain't playing no motherfucking 82 games. You can't even stay on the court for more than 3 games in a row, bro. You was injured. You didn't even play more. I don't think he's even played more than 30 games when he arrived in Dallas. I don't know if he has. Like I said, AD, this ain't your fault, bro. This was Nico's dumbass idea to bring you here to trade Luka. You just can't trade your best player in the middle of the night. You probably trade for somebody that's always injured who can't even stay on the court for more than 5 games. Like I said, this ain't. I have love for Anthony Davis. He's a great player. He's just too injury prone, bro. He just is, man. But, all right, man. I will see you on the next podcast. I am back for good. But I wanted to also take I realized if you stress way too much, it can cause some health issues, and I don't want to do that. So honestly, I'm not gonna be intense on my podcast for quite a while. So just so I can just be careful how much I stress. So no matter what's going on in the league for the next week or two, I'm just gonna have to really, really relax how I'm when I raise my voice in my podcast. Like I said, I raise my voice podcasting because I just have compassion for basketball and sports. And the thing is, I've been doing my podcast for almost 2 years, man. Almost 2 years, and I'm just proud of myself the way I'm growing out of it. I did overcome autism, and I was a real shy kid, and then I would say, probably when I got to when I was getting a little older, I was coming out of my comfort zone from being very, very shy. I'm talking more, but I'm still kind of shy today. I still can be, but it's all good. But I'm just proud of myself, the man I'm coming, just growing, just doing my own podcast for almost 2 years now. But hopefully I can keep my channel growing, and I will see you on the next one, and hopefully the Dallas Wings will win tonight.